Statement and conclusions. What is statement and conclusions? A statement is a group of words arranged to form a meaningful sentence, and a conclusion is a judgment or decision reached after consideration about the statement. We will discuss different types of questions covered in this topic. First, one statement with two conclusion, and second, more than two statement and conclusion based question. Let us take an example to understand. Statement: some people say good thoughts come in their mind in the morning. And conclusions: thought come in mind in the morning only. Now consider the statement. The word some used in the statement does not mean all. It means some people say not all. Hence, according to some people, good thoughts come in their mind in the morning, but thought can come any time in the mind of other people. So the conclusion that thoughts come in mind in the morning only is not valid. Also, the word used only makes the conclusion totally invalid because it restricts that the thought can come only in the morning. To reach to a conclusion, think only about the information given in the statement. There is no need to assume anything else or add any further or extra information from outside. But the established fact cannot be denied, like the sun always rises in the east and a day consists of 24 hours and so on. Let us take a second example to understand. Statement: Indian president is elected through secret ballot. Conclusion: Indian president is not the supreme officer of India. Here the statement gives us the information that the president of India is elected through a secret ballot, which is absolutely true. Now the conclusion given Indian president is not the supreme officer of India cannot be concluded from the statement, so it seems to be invalid. Also, according to the constitution, it is an established fact that president is the supreme head or officer of India. So the given conclusion is invalid. Now I am telling about some important information of this topic. First, if a statement is formed with two or more sentences, then there should be no mutual contradiction in the sentence. Second, a statement and conclusion should not go against established fact and prevailing notice of truth. Third, if definitive words like all, always, at least, only, exactly, and so on are used, then such a words make the conclusion invalid or ambiguous. Fourth, always read very carefully and try to find keywords, as the keywords play an important role in analyzing valid and invalid conclusions. Fifth, if the conclusion is provided with a street example, then the conclusion is invalid. Now we will discuss one statement with two conclusion based question. In this type of question, a statement is given followed by two conclusion, and the candidate is required to find out which of the conclusion follows in the statement and select the correct option. Statement: unemployment is one of the main reasons for the poverty of the country. Conclusion 1: to end poverty, it is required to create employment opportunities. And conclusion 2: all the pupils in the country are unemployed. Conclusion 1 is valid because if unemployment is the main reason behind poverty, then creating employment opportunity is the need of the hour. And conclusion 2 is invalid because of the presence of word all. Statement: prostitution is also one of the main reasons of AIDS. Conclusion 1: AIDS is an incurable disease. Conclusion 2: AIDS cannot be completely controlled by banning prostitution only. Prostitution is not the only reason of AIDS. It is one of the main reasons of this disease. Hence, banning only prostitution cannot work 100% to control this disease. It means other factors must be considered also. Therefore, second is a valid conclusion and conclusion first is invalid, and it has not been discussed in the statement that AIDS is curable or not. Statement: The nation X faced the increased international opposition due to its decision of performing 8 nuclear explosions. Conclusion first, the citizens of the nation have favored the decision. Conclusion second, some powerful nations do not want that others may become powerful. Nuclear explosion is not the result of favor by the citizens. Hence, conclusion first does not follow. However, increase in the international opposition is due to the fact that some powerful nations don't want that others may become powerful. Hence, conclusion second follow. Statement: the Chief Minister emphasized the point that the government will try its best for the development of farmers and rural poor. Conclusion first, the former government had not tried seriously for the development of these people. Conclusion second, this government will not try seriously for the development of urban poor. From the commitment of the present government, it cannot be concluded that former government did not do anything serious about the development, nor does it mean that present government will not do anything for the development of other sectors. Hence, none of the conclusion follows. Statement: the majority of Indian laborers belong to unorganized sector and most of them earn very low. Conclusion first, the laborers belonging to organized sector have better benefits and stability. Conclusion second, some laborers belonging to unorganized sector have regular and certain income. It is given in the statement that most of the laborers belonging to unorganized sector earn very low and uncertain income. It means that there are some laborers who earn regular and certain income. Hence, conclusion second definitely follows from the statement. And conclusion first does not follow. Now I am telling about more than 2 statements and conclusion based question. In this type of question, a statement are given followed by some conclusions, and you have to choose the conclusion which follows the statement. Statement first: no teacher comes to the school on a bicycle. Statement second: Anand come to the school on a bicycle. Conclusion first: Anand is not a teacher. Conclusion second: Anand is a student. Anand comes on bicycle, which is not used by any teacher. Hence, Anand cannot be a teacher. Therefore, first is valid and second is not valid, because if Anand is not a teacher, he is either a student or a staff member. Statement first: in comparison with 2 decades ago, India is producing more two-wheelers. Statement B: the quality of such a vehicles has also been improved. Conclusion first: we are exporting two-wheelers. And conclusion second: our two-wheeler industries have done commendable progress. Conclusion first is invalid, as export is not the subject of discussion in the given statement. And conclusion second is a valid conclusion, because there has been increase in production of two-wheelers with improved qualities. Statement first: all the students in my class are intelligent. And second: Rashmi is not intelligent. Conclusions: first, Rashmi should do hard labor. Second, Rashmi is not the student of my class. Third, some students are not intelligent. And fourth, Rashmi is a sports person. If all the students in a particular class are intelligent and Rashmi is not intelligent, then it means Rashmi is not the student of a particular class, which does not have a single student who is not intelligent. Hence, answer is B. Rashmi is not the student of my class. During the last summer vacation, Ankit went to a summer camp where he took part in hiking, swimming and boating. This summer he is looking forward to a music camp where he hopes to sing, dance and learn to play the guitar. Based on the above information, 4 conclusions as given below have been made. Conclusion first: Ankit's parents wants him to play the guitar. Second, Ankit prefers music to outdoor activities. Third, Ankit goes to some type of camp every summer. And fourth, Ankit likes to sing and dance. No reason are specified in the question for going to a different camps. As Ankit has been going to a different camps since the past 2 years, so it can be said that he goes to some type of camp every summer. The answer is option C. Statements. First, none but students are member of the club. Statement second, some members of the club are married person. Statement third, all married person are invited for dance. Now which one of the following conclusion can be drawn from the above statement? Conclusion first, all students are invited for dance. Second, all married students of the club are invited for dance. Third, all members of the club are married person. And fourth, none of the above. It is given that all married person are invited for the dance and some members of the club are married person. So all married students of the club are invited for the dance. Hence answer is option B.